Hi, this is Alcan. Welcome back to my channel. Well, we get some interesting news from CNN, and unfortunately, not good for the Biden administration because apparently they're kind of royally pissed off about the audio tape that they made about the special counsel and Biden about the classified stuff that he was involved with, and they're refusing to release it, and CNN is not having it. You know, when you have a news organization that's an ally and all of a sudden they're turning on you, that's not a good thing. Let's see what happened here. This is by Gabriel Hayes from Fox News, but it does say CNN Tapper calls out Biden DOJ for withholding her tapes. No bias. Anyway, CNN anchor Jake Tapper criticized U.S. government the Department of Justice on Wednesday for withholding audio tapes that Special Counsel Robert Hur interviewed with President Biden from Congress, saying there's no bias for doing so. Tapper discussed Representative Dan Goldman after he argued that the Republican lawmakers holding Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt of court for not releasing the audio was simply an effect to politically damage Biden and boost Donald Trump. But there's really no bias for the Justice Department not to give the audio recording to Congress either, Tapper told Goldman in a CNN clip flagged by the Daily Caller. Oops. Bless you. The discussion happened after the months of drama involving the Hur report, the published finding that the DOJ special counsel appointed to investigate Biden for allegedly improper handling of classified documents. The report caused a political firestorm for the Biden administration when it concluded that there was evidence that Biden mishandled the documents, but declined to be recommending charges against the president because of his advanced age and flagging mental health. But yet nobody hit him with the 25th Amendment. Isn't that lovely? The official report prompted renewed concerns about Biden's age and cognitive functions, even from the mainstream liberal outlets like the New York Times, which has since clashed with the White House over its media access. So it's not now CNN, now the New York Times. We know who else is going to be filing suit. So now they're up a creek without a paddle. Despite the transcripts of her Bennett interview being made public, what they wrote down, DOJ has refused to release audios from it, arguing in a co-filing earlier this month that advancement in audio, artificial intelligence, and deepfake technology could be a threat to the integrity of the clip, a potentially point of misinformation for the public. The Republican-led House voted to hold Garland in contempt of court this week. Ooh, isn't that lovely? For continuing to withhold the transcript. And the CNN interview Wednesday, Goldman trashed lawmakers for how they handled Garland. I think you're in trouble too, Goldman. It's a very disappointing day, and it's another effort by the Republican Party to dig a deeper hole for this institution, he said. Contempt of Congress is a very serious charge, and we all know from Peter Navarro, Steel Barron cases, those are situations where witnesses are subpoenaed and absolutely blew up various committees, providing no documents, no information. That's because the January 6th committee has been debunked, that they're absolutely full of shit. They misled everything that's going on, and since then, a videotape of Nancy Pelosi showed up for her saying she's taking responsibility for the events of January 6th. So Goldman, you're just full of shit, my friend. You shouldn't be there. He went on to say that the Trump administration did the same thing when Congress asked for documents in Trump's first impeachment investigation. Not aware if anybody went to jail on the Trump side. Since over there, it's everybody who's been there since the Biden is the one going to jail. Goldman argued that DOJ provided transcripts so that Biden-Hur interview is enough. No, there's a reason why they want the transcripts. and the audio, because the audio could tell if Biden is really having issues, or he's speaking normally, or he's hiding something. One thing they're afraid of, that maybe Biden said something he shouldn't have said, and it's not on the transcripts. Like maybe rumors going around saying that he asked, out of the blue, asked Merrick Garland, "Hey, how come you hadn't arrested Trump yet?" You know, something like that could be very damaging. So that's what they're claiming, that why they want the audio. They're claiming that, you know, it's not necessary, but it seems that this is normal, supposed to be normal procedure, but for some reason they don't want to do it. Okay, there's no legitimate legislative purpose for them to obtain the audio recording, because they're not prosecuting him. They're not trying to determine whether it's to prosecute him, and there's no legislation that they can identify. There's no oversight they can identify to point to why they need the audio recording, he said. And what they really wanted to do is release it to help Donald Trump misconstrue these recordings, use them during the campaign, and it's now a legitimate purpose, he declared, and also noting that the DOJ has gone beyond the call of duty for its cooperation with Congress so far. He had like the Mayorkas stuff, right? Tapper noted that 3 of the 5 attorneys generals that have been found in contempt of Congress added a citizen who didn't have a dog in the fight may say, "It seems to me as though the legislature branch is trying to oversight the executive branch, and the executive branch keeps giving whoever's in charge of Congress, the executive branch, constantly giving the finger to the White House." Oh, yeah. Now it's contentious because, like I said, they want to know if Biden's mental capacity is really what they say it is, or they're just full of crap. Because if it turns out what's on the transcript is not the same thing what's on the video, if it ends up not being the same, then they got something to hang the Biden administration with. That's what they're afraid of on the left. They said the right may use this as a political. Well, by refusing to show the audio, you already gave them another gift anyway. So it's not like you got out of it. You didn't, because now you got the mainstream media on the left wants to see these tapes too. So now you're screwed. 6 way to sundown without the deep state getting involved. It's like New York City having a crime problem and they're worried about a hot dog eating contest. Isn't that lovely? So Garland, enjoy your contempt of Congress charge. You deserved it, and a whole lot more. Maybe a nice little cell in Guantanamo Bay, you know. Yeah, you know, a little Cuban vacation or something like that. Yes, you from Mayorkas and everybody else. Maybe Biden will be in there one day. And Joe Biden will show up with handcuffs and the Miranda rights on her too, as somebody says. Anyway, this is Al Gunn saying so long for now. Don't forget your stop.